Hello everyone and welcome to the video on how to update your officers. This is something that needs to be done each year even if the people in the officer roles have not changed. So if you're an outgoing officer or someone who's continuing on, you will do this role as soon as your elections are held so that the information can get in the system for the upcoming membership year. So when you log into your site, you land on your dashboard. And you're going to go down to the compliance menu, and you'll notice it opens up the sub-menus that are under compliance, the first one being update officers. We'll click on update officers, and you'll notice for the 22-23 year, there are no officers yet entered. You can click the button here to go to the previous year to see what is on your site from the previous year. Obviously, if you are looking at this screen, you're obviously an admin already on your site from a previous year. So you're going to be adding the officers for the upcoming year. You'll click on the Add Officer button. And once you select the title of the role you're adding, the fields will open up on the form to the ones that are required. If you click on President, you'll notice there are address fields and a phone number field on here that are required. The three positions that are required positions, President, Treasurer, and Secretary, Recording Secretary, are ones that are required for your PTA and also ones that require the street address and phone number fields. This is something we need to be able to send paper mailings and something for our historical records that we need to have. If you click on any of the other positions like Vice President, you'll notice the required field is an email address, and so other information is not required for those positions. We also want to point out that the membership chair, reflections chair, and PARP chair positions are listed here. We would like to know who is handling those functions within your PTA. So if it's one of your officers, you could be listed as Vice President and also the membership chair, and or also the reflections chair. That is allowed in the system now, and we do want to make sure that you've identified who is handling especially membership, so that we can contact those people individually. And reflections also important, and PARP for the region to be able to coordinate those activities with your unit and be able to know who to contact in those situations. So when you're adding these roles, you can add someone as a vice president or a corresponding secretary, and then also add them as one of these chair positions. If you're obviously a president, treasurer, secretary, we can only have one person in each of those roles. So if you do have a co-president situation in your bylaws, you'll list one person as the president and one person as the co-president. That's how that is handled in MemberHub. All right, and vice presidents, of course, you can have as many as your bylaws allow. So let's go ahead and add a president. If you start typing an email address or a name, it will list those where it finds in your database already those people or positions that have that in their name or email address. So you'll notice mine pre-populated with what is in the profile, and I'm already on the site. If nothing comes up when you start typing in the email address, then you just fill out each of these fields. Be sure to, if it does pre-populate, that the zip code is filled in, because I've noticed a lot of zip codes are missing, and then you won't be able to click the save button because it's missing a required field, so pay attention to that. We have defaulted the add as an organization admin to on, because we do want our officers to have admin access, and that was being missed last year, so we made that default to default on. You can use the contact by email button. If you click that on, you can add a personal message if you want to, when you're adding an officer, just to coordinate with them quickly to say, here, I've added you as an officer for next year. If you'd like some training, please contact me, that sort of thing. I'm going to leave it off for this particular example, and then click Save. You'll notice right away it puts the information on my page, and then I can go and continue and add the required officers. So everyone should and must have a president, treasurer, and secretary as a PTA according to your bylaws. So those 3 positions do need to be filled out on the site as soon as possible. The deadline is June 30th according to our procedures, but we realize that sometimes elections are held a little bit later. So as soon as those elections are held, please get the information in, because we don't want you to miss any important communication that comes out where we're communicating with the new 22-23 officers. All right, so one other thing I wanted to point out: if you make a mistake on this page and you need to remove an officer and add them again, or correct a contact profile before you add them as an officer, let's say their name is not displaying correctly, you'll need to remove them as an officer and correct that information in the contact records first, and then add them as an officer. Okay, so in order to remove someone from this page, you click on the role here that is linked. So you'll click on this president link. It's going to pop up this form, and you'll be able to click remove. This removes them as the role of president. It doesn't remove them from the site. Okay, so you can do that if you need to. You've made a mistake, or you had a change in personnel during the year due to a vacancy. You are able to do that during the membership year. There is also another function of adding officers that I wanted to bring to your attention. When you add new officers, it does not remove the admin access of your previous officers. So at some point, maybe not right away, but at some point you'll want to kind of clean up the list of who has admin access to your site. And you'll do that by going to Contacts, Manage Contacts, use your filter to click on Role, and then Organization Admin, and Apply. This is going to show me who on my site has admin access. And you'll notice the little admin link is here for Elizabeth Benton. If you hover over the +1, it shows you the other roles that this person has on your site. This one is listed as president, but also is listed as an admin and a contact record. And then contact here, I think this person is listed as an admin and a store admin. So in order to remove the role of admin, you'll need to click on the word admin and then remove. So I'm going to click admin. I'm going to remove Elizabeth Benton, and now she's no longer an admin on my site. So you'll notice that this is the new president that I've added for 22-23, so I want them to be an admin. But let's say I want to take away Taylor's role as admin as a previous officer. Again, I click on the admin role, and now the only admin on the site is my 22-23 president. So like I said, you may want to leave those admin access for your previous officers so they can help you in your new role, or you can help them since you're the one actually adding them. You may want to pass on this information to the officers that are taking over, so they at some point can remove the admin access from all the other previous admins and clean up the site. All right, if you have any questions, you can certainly contact us. We have a Member Hub help page. It's on our website, nyspta.org. If you hover over the membership tab, you will see the Member Hub help page, which has all kinds of links and information of how to contact people and all of the different ways to get support. All right, thank you so much.